Kids back in the building. We had our sixth graders up here this afternoon for orientation, so it feels good to get back in the flow. Hopefully by next week this time we're in a groove and we hit our stride and we can get ready. So first thing I'd like to talk about, I had a presentation, but I didn't want the volleyball team breaking the TV over there, so I'm just gonna talk to you about it a little bit. All right, our mission here at Hoisington Middle School is to promote the personal, social, character development of every student in a safe, supportive, and challenging environment. All right, we're going to make sure your kid's safe. We're going to give them the supports they need, but we're going to try to get them out of their comfort zone a little bit too. All right, that's the way we learn and grow as people. So it's going to be challenging, but we're going to make sure they're safe and have the supports they need. If we can do that at a high level, all right, we can produce lifelong learners who are equipped academically, socially, emotionally to thrive at the high school and beyond. All right, there are a couple of high school teachers here, so you can ask them if we're doing our job okay. Hopefully they say yes, please. If not, we'll get better. Right? So that's a little bit about our mission and vision, what we're trying to do here at the middle school. Okay? So to do that, it takes three legs of a three-legged stool. It takes us as educators. It takes our students giving their effort in the class, and it takes you as parents. None of us can do it alone. We need to do it together. All right? So understand, all this that we're talking about tonight is together with you. We are one. We are all after the same goal, and that's the success and education of your child. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? So what I need from you guys, what I need from you parents, is I need you to get your kid here on time. Okay? That way they're ready to learn. We start the day off right. Okay? I need you to hold your student accountable, but love them unconditionally. Know they're going to make mistakes. We even encourage mistakes here. That's how we learn. All right? But love your kid unconditionally. Feed them, bathe and clothe them, give them a safe place to live. Those 5 things. If we can do those 5 things, then they're going to come to school ready to learn. All right? And some of us, for most of us, that's real easy. Those 5 things are easy, no problem. But if there are challenges to any one of those, again, we're in this together. We'll help you. We've got services. We've got people that can help you. And Miss Millsap will talk about those in the robotics room if any of those are a challenge to you. Okay? We all have challenges. We're not here to judge. We're here to help. We're here to educate your child. We're here for your child's success. We're all on the same page on that. Right? What we're going to demand from our kids, and I talked to our 6th graders about that. Any of you 6th graders remember what we talked about, those 5 things? What do you got? All right. First, be on time. All right? Get to school on time. Get to class on time so you can be in there and get ready to learn. All right? Be eternally grateful for your situations. All right? We're going to have good situations. We're going to have bad situations. We're going to use those good times as an opportunity to build confidence and motivation. All right? We're going to use those challenging times as a chance to learn and grow and become better people. Okay? We're going to be grateful for all of it because it takes everything to become the best person and the best versions of ourselves. All right? Be nice and treat people well. All right? One of our cardinal core values is respect. If we're nice and we're treating people well, our respect's going to take care of itself. All right? If we're eternally grateful for the situations we're in, we're going to demonstrate positive leadership, which is another one of our core values. All right? Come to school with a great attitude and give great effort. All right? So you can stay accountable, hold yourself accountable for your actions and your words, and be responsible for yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself. Okay? That's what we're going to demand from your students. All right? And what you're going to get from us every day here is we're going to be on time. If we expect it from our kids, we should expect it from ourselves. So we'll be here on time. We're going to be available to your kids, our students, and you. All right? We're going to make sure they got the supports they need. We're going to be out in the hallway helping them with their lockers the first couple weeks. All right? We're going to be at events showing support when they're playing their athletics and things like that. We're going to be available to you. Okay? Whether it be a phone call, an email, or things like that. We'll be available. We'll be here on time. Okay? We're going to be prepared for our classes. We're going to teach with passion. All right? If we're excited about what we're teaching, then our kids will be excited about it. So we will be here teaching with passion every day. Another thing, we're going to be mentors to your kids. All right? We're going to help guide them so they can grow and learn as individuals and become people of good character. We're going to help that. You guys are doing that in your household. We're going to help you do that here. All right? And together we're going to build kids with good character. All right, we're also going to be lifelong learners. All right, we're going to be learning every day along with your kids so that we can ensure that we're using best practices to make sure your kids getting the best education so that they can be the best they can be. That's what you'll get from us. Okay, we need 5 things from you. We're going to demand 5 things from your kids, and that's what you're going to get from us every day. If we can do all that at a high level, there's nothing going to stop you guys. All right, you guys are going to be great, and we're going to sit there and watch you on TV and be famous and all that good stuff. Just remember to buy me some tickets, okay? Any questions on that? All right, that's all I got here.
Okay, I get a whopping 7 minutes to get mine in, and I probably need 6. But first off, I'm Mr. Flowers. I'm the activities director and the assistant principal. Most of you have dealt with me at some point. Obviously, I work over at Lincoln and Roosevelt as well. Welcome back, everybody, to the 24-25 sports season. As you prepare for this year, we have schedules available for every sport for the whole year already available out there. Please feel free to grab them. It even has the leave times and everything for the fall. As the spring and the winter stuff comes in, I'll get those added on and shared publicly. But as of now, everything is prepared and out there. I noticed on the school district website, for some reason, all of our activities now are doubled. I don't know why. I didn't put them in twice, but they're doubled. So they all say that they're going the same time, just there's 2 of them. If you have any issues throughout the year, please think if they are issues that you go to the coach about, if they need to be discussed with myself, whatever it might be. If it's something small, go to the coach. If it's something big and you feel like it's something I need to know about, do not hesitate to come to me. I'm willing to hear any issue, and I will make sure it gets taken care of. I pride myself on making sure that our staffs are taking care of everything. If it is an issue of playing time, that is not something that gets discussed. I do not discuss playing time. That is the decisions of the coaches. What I will recommend, ask what your kid can do to earn more time. What can they do to improve? Playing time, in my definition, is earned, and it is something that they are working to get more of, not just going to be given. And it's not rec anymore. Yes, if we have a B team game or something like that, we're going to try and get everybody in. But for example, like the 8th grade game, that is our game time and our main thing. So we're there to win that game. So understand that we're trying to be competitive while getting everyone a chance. We do operate under a 24-hour rule. Please do not, after a game, go up to a coach or myself and try and get about an issue. First off, if you're frustrated about something, most likely we already are as well. We are very passionate about the sports we do. We're very passionate about getting your kids the best opportunity. Let it sit for 24 hours. If it still seems super important, again, ask yourself, is it something you think you and the coach can handle? If it gets to a point where you and them are not getting it figured out, come to me as the AD. We will set up a meeting. We want to make sure you guys are taken care of. Eligibility is a constant question when it comes to middle school sports. We will do our first grade pool on the 3rd full week of school. So it's not for a while. But 3rd full week of school, we pull it on Monday. If they have 1 F, they go on what's called probation. They still are expected to go to practice. They will still play. They'll still do everything. The big difference is those coaches might ask them to go to after-school help. Grades are full first. They are students first. After that, if they have that same F the 2nd week, now they're ineligible. If it's a different F, they're on probation again. So, for example, if you have an F in social studies week 1, you're on probation. Week 2, you have an F in math, you're on probation again. But if you have math and social studies, now you're ineligible. Hopefully that's clear as mud. This rule, we do not change it throughout the middle of the week. So you get your grades up by Wednesday for the game on Thursday, we're not going to change it. The expectation is it's up by Monday. You have Power School, you have access to it. Your students are doing grade checks every single week. They are responsible. It's one of our cardinal core values is responsibility. They must do it and take care of their business. Uniforms are provided by the school district. Understand that these are decisions that are made for the best interests of the district and must be worn by all student athletes. These are items that we do purchase and maintain regularly and are inspected to make sure they're still of good quality. Please don't come complaining that our volleyball team wears shorts instead of the compression shorts. Don't ask why we don't get Under Armour. We're getting what we believe is the best that will last us 6 years on the rotation and represents our district in the best view. Cell phones on the bus. Our district does have a policy against cell phones on the bus, on the ride there and back. They must put them away. The coaches, if they decide to allow them to hook up their headphones and get music going before they go, is up to them. I highly recommend it to all my coaches. Tell them phones are in the bag and they are not out. They become a distraction. They get kids in trouble. We will not have phones out on the bus. No phones are allowed in the locker room, period. We have all athletes put their bags in the storage right out here underneath the trophy cases. If they're volleyball, they sometimes have them put them over on the tables in the cafeteria, but they are not allowed in the locker room, period. If you get caught with a phone out and being used in the locker room, it can result in a suspension. Simple fact is, things have happened in the past and we're not having it happen again. So there will be no phones in those locker rooms. Cut, dry, period. If I catch you with one, get reported, it will be handled. Cell phone, there is space in the hallway underneath the trophy case, like I said. They may place their bags there. I am here until practice ends every day. There's nobody just wandering the hall. There's no one going to be stealing their things. If they're really that concerned about it, have them leave it in their locker until practice ends, or don't have them take it to school if that's something they fear is going to get stolen. I will ask 3 things of all of our students. 1, have a positive effort every single practice. Go in there and give your best. Have a positive attitude. If you go in with a positive attitude and you're willing to learn, you're going to get better and you're going to help your team. And have coachability. Listen to your coaches. They are there because we believe they are capable of helping your athletes become the best athletes they can. Know that we have positions open every year. If you are interested in coaching, please apply. Otherwise, these guys are putting in their best effort. Please respect them. Lastly, please follow these expectations and we will allow throughout all parts of the game. Please let our coaches coach. Let the officials officiate. And lastly, parents, cheer on your athletes. Whether things are going well or bad, cheer them on. These kids are going to work their tails off. It's going to be hot. Give them love for all the hard work they're going to put in there. At this time, that's all I have. If we hear them start rotating. Otherwise, does anyone have any questions for the athletic-wise?
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started because we're already behind schedule because we have meetings and we give them books and they just eat the pages, it seems like. I'm going to talk to you about a few policies on our handbook. I would encourage you to get on the website and talk and look at the whole handbook. Has all our policies in it. I'm going to go over the major ones that seem to come up every year. All right, first one's our tardy policy. All right. Again, if you notice, I had be on time on all 3 of those 5 things that we needed from everybody. That's a big employable skill. You know, that's not as commonplace nowadays as it once was. So, you get 10 tardies a semester. All right, it seems like a lot, but it seems like we get there pretty quick too. So each kid gets 10 tardies. Okay, so if they're tardy to each class on one day, that's 8. Okay, so they get 10 tardies. On the 9th tardy, we will notify you. Say, hey, they've got 9 tardies. You know, might want to talk to them about being a little fast. Again, these first 2 weeks, we're going to be pretty lenient with that. There's not going to be any tardies the first day because they're still learning the locker and still learning the lay of the land. All right, but once we get in the flow, if they're late, they'll be marked tardy, they get 10. On the 9th one, you're notified. 11 and 12, there's a 30-minute detention. Okay? On the 11th and 12th tardy, there's a 30-minute detention. When they get to 13 and 14, there's a 45-minute detention, and we're calling you guys. Okay? Trying to figure out maybe there's something going on that we don't know about, and we're going to work together and we're going to figure out how we can get them to class on time. All right? 15 and 16 is a 1-hour detention, and then each additional tardy in that class will be an unexcused absence. Okay? 16 plus is a 1 hour detention. Each additional is an unexcused absence. And then we're going to have a parent meeting because we've notified you. We've called you again. All right, we're going to bring in the building now and we're going to try to sit down and figure this out. Okay? Now, that's you guys are in athletics. All right? Up till 14, it's up to the coach's discretion on what they do as far as any punishment for being tardy. Okay? But once you hit 15 and 16, you will not participate in your extracurricular activities for that day. So if you hit 15 tardies on a Thursday and you got a volleyball game, you're not playing. Okay? Or a football game, basketball game. Does that make sense? All right? When you get to that 16 or more, you're out for the week. Okay? So it's very important we get to class on time. Absences. All right? After the 6th absence of the semester, the 12th absence of the year, we're going to have a sit meeting. Again, might be something going on that we don't know about. We're going to bring you in. We're going to talk about it so we can figure out, you know, if there's something we can do to help to get them here. Because the more class we miss, the more trouble we're going to have keeping up with the class. All right, more homework, all that good struggle. Okay? After 8 absences in a semester and 16 in a year, all right, they will be unexcused absences unless a doctor's note's provided. All right? What we're trying to get away from is y'all calling your kid in sick because they're tired. All right? That's happened. All right? All right? I don't see a problem with this class. This is a pretty good class. They want to be here, but that's not just of that problem. Okay? And again, for me, you know, COVID's still around, but it's over. All right? If you don't, there's a difference between being sick and not feeling good. All right? If they don't feel good, get them to school. All right? If they're sick, throwing up, have a fever, keep them home. They got to be fever-free for 24 hours without medication anyway. All right? But if they don't feel good, all right, suck it up, Buttercup, get to school. I'm 48. I haven't felt good in 15 years. All right? And I'm here every day. So, anyway, again, just important to have them to school. 5 absences consecutive, 5 in a row, they'll need a doctor's note to come back. Make sense? Any questions on that? Okay? Truancy. All right, very simple. Again, we need you in class. If you miss 3 days unexcused in a row, which means you don't call in by 9, all right? Now, we'll give you some grace on that, all right? Because I worked in the school district since 2009, and my wife would tell me, Bob, tell the ladies in the office, Presley is sick, she won't be there, and I'll get to school and I'll forget. So, you know, but if it's a continual habit, if you're not called in by 9, we can call it unexcused. Okay, does that make sense? Because it's a significant portion of the day by the state. So, if you have 3 unexcused absences in a row, 5 in a semester, or 7 in a year, all right, that's truancy. All right, at that point, we are required by law to send you a letter stating that your student is truant, send a letter to the district attorney to let them know that you're truant, and then we also have to notify DCF. I think that's new for this year. So that will happen. All right? Chances are that first one you get, the district attorney's not going to do anything because there's so many of them now. But sooner or later, if there's enough of them, we're going to be in a courtroom trying to figure out why your kid's not getting to school. All right? So let's just get them to school, or if they're sick, call them in so we know. Any questions on that? Cell phone policy. Off in your locker, no exceptions. Okay, we have phones in all our classrooms. We got phones in the office. Every one of them can be used to call you if they need something. There's nothing in this world that's going to go on that they're going to need to call you from this phone. All right? Now, if you have a medical condition that requires you to keep the cell phone, then yes, we'll make exceptions for that. All right? 3 offense, first offense, if you get caught with the cell phone, we're going to take it and we'll give it back to the student at the end of the day. Second offense, we're going to take it and we'll call you and you guys will have to come and get it. Parent or guardian. All right? Not older sister, not uncle, not friend, parent or guardian. Third offense, same thing, but there's a 45-minute detention afterwards. If we get past that, then we're probably going to call you and say, hey, you might want to just keep that phone at home. We're having trouble staying off of it. Okay? So, make sure our kids are off the phone while it's off in their locker. Okay? It makes it real simple. All right? If they get caught with a phone in a private area, bathroom or locker room, that goes automatically to offense number 3, where we're going to take it, call you to come get it, and then a 45-minute detention. If we find out that pictures have been taken in those private areas with that phone, it goes right to 3 days OSS. All right, that's private. That's you get into the child porn and all that good stuff. So, all right, keep the phones off in the locker, and we won't have any problem. Dress code. Make sure your kids dress appropriately. I know it's hard for girls. I raised 2 of them. All right, but make sure our shorts have a 3-inch inseam. Make sure the bottom of our shirt goes over the top of our waist and our pants when we're standing in a normal position. We might raise our hands up and they go up a little bit. That's okay. But if we're standing normal, we shouldn't be able to see any midsection. Does that make sense? Guys, no cutoffs. All right, we're not in the gym. We're not working out right now. All right, so we're going to wear sleeves. All right, hats. You can wear hats in the morning in the gym until the 7:45 bell rings to go to class, because when you drop off, you'll drop off out there. You guys know this, I'll tell you this. All right, they'll have to take the hat off once they come there. If they forget, we'll remind them a few times, and then we might take that and keep it for the day, the week, the semester. Just depends on how often we have to tell them. Does that make sense? Any questions on that? All right, last one, the Chromebook policy that you all have. Make sure you read it with your kids and look at it. Remember, that Chromebook's ours. We're letting you use it. All right, if they're not using it properly, we're going to take it, and they're going to have to do paper assignments. That's just one more thing they got to take care of. All right, makes it a pain in the butt for the teachers as well. Okay, make sure they're using it appropriately. All right, we have the right to check it at any time. We have the right to take it at any time. As long as they're using it for schoolwork and properly, they're not going to have any problems from us. Any questions?
First off, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate the turnout and all the parents who showed up to support their kids starting their next grade level. I'm pretty sure these are the things that Mr. Brungart talked to you guys in your first meeting. So if these seem like a struggle, I want to be able to help you better support your child the best way I can. The first one was getting your student to school on time. I saw this infographic at a conference, and I thought it was really impactful when I read it. Missing 2 days a month means your child misses 10% of the school year. When you think about that in a grade, when you're getting 10% off, that's already close to a B. So having your student here to learn is really important. If it's something that they're struggling with in the morning, let me know. We can try to work out a routine and help them have an incentive to get here on time. I'm happy to help with that, so just reach out if you need it. I had lots of families saying they weren't aware that we have breakfast every morning. Our breakfast starts at 7:30. It's pretty good. Sometimes they have things like strawberry shortcake, and it looks really good. So if your kid's hungry throughout the day, send them here for breakfast. He talked about bathe them, clothe them, feed them. If those are things that are difficult, I wanted to show you where our resources are located on our 431 website. So if you go to the 431, you just click the menu here, and then you're going to click Counselor's webpage, and that will take you to our counselor webpage. And that's what it looks like. So there's a drop-down menu here that says Community Resources and Additional Resources. When you click on those, it'll show everything available in Barton County. One thing I don't know if I have on there yet is the Laundry of Love program. I know it's over in Great Bend, but donors donate loads of laundry washes to help families get caught up on their laundry. I know they do it until you get your laundry caught up. So it's free for anybody who wants to go. They supply the soap and everything and then help you get it washed and folded and everything. So that's something I need to add to that Steels. So if you're having trouble with that, I will be posting out and emailing the different dates that they do that. I think they're trying to do it once a month. Some of the resources you'll find on there, I can write clothing vouchers for families. That goes through the Salvation Army. I write a little letter. Doesn't show any like really big details about the family situation or anything, but they hook kids up when they go over there. They'll get them different kinds of shirts, different kinds of pants for different weather, shoes, different things for the house, a book bag, anything that they might need. If they don't have it there, they'll actually give you Walmart gift cards to go buy the things your student needs, like socks and underwear and things like that. So if you need me to write those, I'm more than happy to do that. I love being able to let kids go out and go shopping a little bit. It's kind of exciting for some families. So we can always do that. We also have the Kindness Closet. I know students probably already know where it's at. It's down on the other side of the building. It has things like shampoo, hygiene items, school supplies. One thing I don't have out there that I also have, because they're just bulky and don't fit, I have a bunch of book bags. So if anybody needs one for school, please let me know and I'd be happy to get you one. We also have the Food for Kids program. And so what that is students can sign up for it. And every Thursday I try to put, well, I don't try, it's either Thursday or Friday, I get it done. I put a bag of food in their locker, and it has different things like canned food, cereal, granola bars, fruit, all different kinds of things, and it's enough to feed them through the weekend. So if you're having trouble providing for students on the weekend, we have quite a few students that do that. So feel free to email or call me if you'd like to be in that program. I do it as confidential as possible. I just unlock their lockers, put it in there, and close it when kids are in class. So if you would like to be part of that program, please let me know. Another thing our faculty and staff have been doing is a resilience training. Our biggest takeaway was the difference between punishment and discipline. Punishment isolates and shames the child, while discipline is a regulated response that promotes consequences designed to reach appropriate behaviors and maintain relationships. So we don't want to make the kid feel bad or anything, but we want them to help them understand that some behaviors have consequences and the reason why that behavior is wrong, rather than just, scolding them and putting them in a detention. We want to help them learn from it. That didn't work. Discipline, that's not only here at school, we like to help families with it at home. One of the things to really try to help them with is age-appropriate boundaries. You guys are the parents, and you guys know what's best for them, and them being respectful of that. We're trying to help the students learn the differences between a formal and informal setting. So maybe acting one way at home is maybe not appropriate to work at school, and that's the same as adults. Like, we might act at home different than we would at work. So helping them understand that when they're in public, things might need to be a little bit different. Appropriate use of technology and digital safety. We try our best with the Chromebooks here. I just know that they have their phones outside of school, and that's when lots of things get started and carry over to school. So the student understanding that that device is owned by the parent. It is not their property, and their parents have a right to be able to look through it and monitor what they're up to. So I know a lot of students think, oh, my mom can't look through that, it's mine. But it's a boundary that needs to be set up by the parent. If you have trouble with any of these, like disciplining at home, we do have resources outside of school that would help support you with this. I have different things that I can send home as well, like different reading material or worksheets that the family can do together. But if you would need further support, I would be happy to give you some names and different agencies you can reach out to for help. And it's all about help. It's not trying to shame families. Being a parent, I'm sure, is very hard. So learning those skills to help better support your student is really important. And again, he said love them. You guys are doing a great job. I appreciate you all being here. I can tell you love them a lot just for being here. So please feel free to email me or call me if you need anything, if you have any questions. I usually try to get back to you within 24 hours. So again, thank you so much for all being here, and enjoy your barbecue. Thank you, guys.